made in the United States. If they're made in the United States, there's absolutely no tariff. We start off with a 2.5% base, which is what we were at, and we go to 25%. And basically, as you know, and as you've been seeing, not reporting as accurately as it should be reported because it's a massive story. Business is coming back to the United States so that they don't have to pay tariffs. And I think also because of November 5th, the election, they're very happy. AI is coming back to levels that nobody's ever seen before. It's a new, sort of a new business, I guess, when you think about it. But it's plants are going up all over the United States, and many of them have already been started. We're getting early electricity taken care of. We're getting permits very quickly for them, and we're going to make their life very happy. They're coming in with tens of billions of dollars. Individual plants will cost 10, 15, even $20 billion. We're going to let them build electricity generating plants along with their plant, and they can't even believe it. And we're going to get them very quick permits, as I've done always. I did that in Louisiana with 2 LNG plants. I got them one permit in 1 day after waiting 14 years, and the other one in 1 week after waiting for 12 years. But this is very exciting to me. This is the automobile industry, and this will continue to spur growth like you haven't seen. Before I was elected, we were losing all of our plants. They were being built in Mexico and Canada and other places. Now those plants largely have stopped, and they're moving them to our country. In Indiana, the great state of Indiana, I love Indiana. Honda is building one of the biggest plants anywhere, and they've just started. They wouldn't have done it without this. In all cases, they wouldn't have done it without what we're doing. So we'll effectively be charging a 25% tariff. But if you build your car in the United States, there is no tariff. And what that means is a lot of foreign car companies, a lot of companies are going to be in great shape because they've already built their plant. But their plants are underutilized, so they'll be able to expand them inexpensively. This is very modest. And what we're going to be doing is a 25%.
Yeah, so if you go through like GM, Ford, Chrysler, and also maybe Tesla, you're good to go. But the other cars like Toyota, BMW, Mercedes, boy, it's gonna be some money you got to spend when it comes to these tariffs. So go ahead, Rodney, man. What's your take?
Hey, not only that, but you're absolutely correct when it comes to the aspect of Honda. Honda is planning on bringing back to the U.S. I think $100 billion to invest back into the U.S. when it comes to the aspect of their automobiles. This is a good for American people because this is the reason why. Now American people are going to buy American cars. That's the whole point. It's for people not to buy cars no longer overseas. And if you really want a car, you're gonna go, like you said, you're gonna go to Ford, GM, anything that's an American-based car. American people not gonna buy from America. They don't want to deal with it when it comes to aspect of these tariffs, taxes. So they were like, they're gonna stay away from it, and they're gonna just go to Ford. Go to GM. Any form of American company, you won't have to worry about these tariffs. Now, what's happening too as well, a lot of cars that's overseas are planning to have development now on the U.S. So that's also going to bring revenue back to the U.S. as well, because they were like, hey, we know U.S. is one of the biggest consumers in the world. Why not? If they can't buy from us overseas, what we're going to do is now, let's make it with an agreement with Trump. Let's try to see if we can get our business over here. And so the American people could have, like you say, Jordan, Mercedes, BMWs, and stuff like that. So let's see how things play out when it aspect of these tariffs. Go right ahead, King.
This is something that it is going to raise the price for a lot of you guys who like German, foreign cars, Porsches, whatever you like. But I also like the idea of them bringing jobs back. And I want people to say, don't feel sad and worry about the Mexican economy, that the factory is going to stop and the factory's here. So we have to think about American first, then we go and think about everybody else. So I want people to just look at it from that perspective. I think it'll be good. I think, and another thing is, this might switch people from buying foreign cars to buying American cars that are made here. There are cars that are made here. The Ford Explorer is one of them. The Dodge Durango. You know what I mean? There's a number of cars that are made here. There's a list online. So if you need a vehicle, buy American. You won't pay no tariffs.
I'll show you in the back. You and Jordan in the back. I can see it. You can show the crowd what I was talking about. I'm sorry, they were not going to invest on $100 billion. It was $21 billion. Go ahead, you so the people can see that they're trying to bring it back because they don't understand the situation with the tariffs. So now they're investing back into the U.S. $21 billion. Okay, you show them that headline. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
So they are doing it. So they are bringing. See, a lot of companies that's overseas are bringing it back to
Yep.
the U.S. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes to me, my grandparents work in the GM plant. So me, I'm a ride or die. I'm a I'm a American car fan. So you know, if I ever get like a new car, you know, I could get a discount, family first discount, so getting any American cars when it comes to or a Blazer or a Cadillac Escalade. I want when in my 40s. That's my dream car. I want to get an Escalade in my 40s and everything. So me, I'm an American car, and I feel like being in Michigan and being around, around Chrysler, which the headquarters are at Chrysler, GM, and Ford and everything. I think American cars is the right way to go. They're cheaper. It comes cheap in gas, and also when it comes to with parts and everything, it's better to if your car's messed up, it's easier to get parts here than if you have a car from the internet, it's imported. You got to order it from across the country, which costs a little bit more, and also you got shipping and everything and all that type of things as well. I know people want to have a variety about any cars that want and everything, but when it comes to American cars, you hear an American and everything, I think that should be the number one thing to go. That's how if you go back to 40, 50, 60, 70 years and everything, with GMs, started up, also Ford and Chrysler, everybody's buying cars because it was American-based brand. And I think we still need to go through that. Like I said, like these American cars have luxury cars. You got the Escalade, you got the Corvette, you got the Mustang, which Ronnie has and everything. So American cars still will have a lot of luxury cars and good-looking cars too. It might not be the fancy G, the Mercedes G wagon or all that type of stuff, or a Bentley, all that type of stuff. Which, I to me, when you have those type of cars, you need to be a millionaire to get those type of cars because it's
Facts.
a lot of maintenance. A lot of people don't know they want to get good cars, but it's a hell of a lot of maintenance. Very,
Facts.
very expensive for the maintenance cars. American cars, you won't have that problem, people. So there's people a lot of women that they make six figures. They try to get those cars, but the thing is, people they have those cars, but they live in a small apartment. So when it comes to those type of cars, you have to match. If you're a millionaire, you could get those type of cars. When you make six
Facts.
figures, you're gonna be kind of broke. I'm just gonna say you're gonna be kind of broke. So go back to American cars. They're cheap, good on gas, and when it comes to fixing stuff, it won't be that major problem because it's cheap to get it fixed. That's all I want to say about that.